Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is not attack him, but let him attack me, if at all possible. Um, this guy has no way of getting there in time. This guy has no way of getting there in time. If he does attack me, I could defend myself maybe easier, possibly. Hopefully. So, I'm not going to do anything at the moment. I'm just going to move back into Elysia, because that's what I've been doing.
Awaiting your
Let's
command
get back down here.
without delay.
Save once more. Okay, let's get back in Iridium.
Orders forward.
Hold that guy there. It'll take this guy 2 turns to get down here, so I'll know what he's made of if he's there in time. I can tell if he's serious, I can move my boats up here and bring these guys up if need be. Put them on the boats now. They're in my dock, so if he decides to move forward, I'm moving these guys up there instead. Because it's probably going to be necessary. See, we'll Gaul attack. They will besiege my settlements, and they will what? What more will they do? That's it. That's all they're going to do. Good. Their general just moved on by... damn you, Spain! Turn report. Made money. Town expands. Massilia, which is good. Marcus Julius has come of age. That's nice. Who the hell he is.
Imperator.
Just need to merge together.
Merging armies.
Julii has expanded, which means I can build this here. Okay, he decided to move.
Ready to sail.
Which means
Aye, aye,
I'll
Captain.
merge here. My soldiers.
General. General. Onward. Imperator. Orders. Aye, Captain.
Boats can still move, but not nearly enough.
Orders.
Where can you go? I don't want to give him a target, so I don't want to move this guy within any range.
Imperator.
However necessary he might be to the fight. But looks like I could probably win with what I have here. And all this cavalry, which I didn't send over yet, which is weird.
Imperator.
Oh, they did that. Ah, that's Marcus Julius. Here he is. He's a poor trader. That's not good. You're a poor trader. You shall be a fighter. He can make it to the city, which is nice. Give me 2 generals to work with.
No more moves, sir.
What are they constructing after this? Nothing. Popularity is fine. They can recruit both. They can recruit everything here, so blacksmith would come in handy. Over here I got nothing. The city's already growing at a good rate. So a militia barracks seems like a good source of troop. Now, what is this force they have here? Where's my spy at? Here he is. Let's go look at this army.
On my way.
Did you get there yet?
Spying.
It's all warband, which is fine, but it's a lot of them.
Master.
I have 7 turns to survive here. I'll wait it out for now.
Without delay.
The army here isn't ridiculously large or anything,
Without
so
delay.
nothing to fear of attack.
Orders.
This is Luco. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand on this bridge so he can't get across. Teach him a lesson. Because I decided to save his life instead. And now that I'm building this, I can recruit these units because the building is under construction, even though the population has gone down. Which means I need these troops. So I shall do that. This guy can move again. Now, if he wants, he can go attack this place, but... Spain right there, man. What the hell? What are they doing? My gosh, not good. Center mission, Salona. Center floor. Need 5 turns to get that. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. But they will only give me games anyway, so screw that. But I want diplomacy. The Gaul allies with Carthage and the Britons, Germans. Why would Spain get involved in this? This has nothing to do with them. Enemies of Carthage, that's it. Can't they expand into Gaul? Come on. Well, I got a large force up here that can hold off the Germans. And this force here, if I take out the Gaul, would need to be drastically built to save them. And this town hasn't expanded yet because of all my stupid recruits. But whatever. Save my game once more.
Fleet ready.
Port.
Aye, aye, Captain. Out of move, sir. General.
Can't move right now. Shall I wait for him to attack? I would rather not, but yeah, it'll come down to that, so let's end my turn. Germans have retreated. The Scythians, what would you like? Nothing. The Iberians have attacked me. Or no, the Gaul have attacked me. The Iberians have done nothing. Just turn away, which is interesting, to say the least. Largest faction is Egypt, which they usually are. Family tragedy, which means one of my wives has died.
Sir.
Do I have trade rights with you guys?
With them at once.
Okay, that's good. Trade rights are granted. Excellent.
Without delay. Out of moves. At your service.
However, this town has no match against this guy, who has no siege equipment right now, which is fine. Lugo, however, is a crazy amount of... What happened to the other guy? Is he in the woods or something? Because there should be another guy there with... Unless he died. If he died, that's...
General.
easy for the taking.
Aye, Captain. Set sail. Imperator.
Alright, let's get my 4 guys back.
Yes, Captain. General. Move out.
We're down to Salona.
Can't sail there, Captain. Can't sail there, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Out of
Because
move,
this guy is
sir.
recruiting... He's already recruited his 2 units that I wanted. 4 guys. Let's get 2 more guys here. Thought I recruited you guys. I guess I forgot to do it again. Oh well. What are they doing after these roads, man? Academy, what does it do? What Academy does is increases your management for your generals usually, which means you get more money in the long term. However, I'm gonna go for a forum to build assassins and get lots of trade coming. Trade coming, and then I'll be able to ship right next. Expensive stuff, yeah. And not quite yet one more turn here. What are these guys? Any strategic equipment? They do. They have 4 rams. I'm waiting for them to attack me though, because if they attack me, I kick their asses. However, if I just sit there, these guys are just gonna walk over my settlement. And what if I got 2 guys 160 strength. They have 2 guys vastly superior, I guess. Spanish army is neutral at the moment. Haven't seen any alliances announced for them, so my city of Massilia here is protected.
Orders.
Now what I want to know now is it worth attacking these guys with only 1 general? I think yes.
Attack.
Only 1 general, it's definitely a feasible, victorious outcome for me. Especially since the 1 general is not even half as prominent as his father. I assume it's his father. And throw away your common sense and grow an afro.
Today we go into battle against
That's all I gotta say.
Gaul.
God, this is the worst arrangement I've ever seen. Goodness, this is terrible. Get up here.
Stand and fight.
These guys here.
Forward.
Let's get these guys in front. Stop battle. Move forward a bit. No, 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 no. Stay forward facing. It's weird how lopsided I can get with your long lines. Looks like it'll still be a little bit annoying though. Especially since his units due out, never mind. But yeah, whatever. We'll get them. We'll get the limey bastards. Keep these guys behind though. I don't want them to be a big target. do, however, want them to be a feasible target for the enemy. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Looks like it might be good. Definitely my favorite this time. The only time it wasn't reason it was last time is because the barbarian warlords are so overpowered. However, later in the game, they won't be so much. Because this is as strong as they're going to be. When your Romans come to the Marian Reforms, your generals get a nice upgrade. You guys are under missile fire. What are you going to do? Wait for them to make a move. Even these guys are taking fire. Not much, but they are taking fire. Missiles go for a while, guys. You just stand there, you're gonna lose your men. These guys will get the charge bonus, but my guys have the war cry effect. Which means these guys will be screwed. Charlie are really slow though, that's the only downside.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees.
Like all his men are running for it.
Coward.
Just gotta hope I can catch him. I doubt it though. My light cavalry might be able to, but there's a lot of interference here. And they're actually going slower than my general. Odd. These guys stopped. No, they're routing. For sure. Barbarian warlord stopped routing. Let's wait for them to turn around, hopefully. He's gonna keep running for the border, but you know, with this army out of the way. It's not really out of the way though. Don't want to go for these guys either, just because they can do a lot of damage to your generals. Prolonged melee, so let's push these guys past them actually. Get them to turn flank. Make them easier targets to catch.
The enemy show.
There we go, they're dead. Clear victory, lost about 60 guys, but yeah. Whew. Of course, that is slightly unfair to normal gameplay as I loaded a previous save, but yeah, you know, it's fair. And the army ended way back here. Plus one command for being a confident commander. However, these guys have no siege engines built, which means I could attack them in the next turn and get rid of them, as long as these Iberians don't decide to join the fight. And if they do, I could win, if not for these naked fanatics. I still might be able to win with them in their enemy army, but yeah, it's no risk I want to take, really. I know that these guys are slowly attritioning my my army, but it's a good army that'll kick their asses if they do try to fight, because well, I got Cav to charge in, but so many guys. I'd rather have them try to come in, and I'll pelt them to death with missiles. But you know what? We don't know how it's gonna work out till it happens. Got no reinforcements for them right now, and for all I know, they could have as many reinforcements up there as they please. Looks like they won over here. That's neat. That's good to know. They took the island. That's good. The Greeks are still fighting for it. I'm on my merry way to Salona.
Ready to sail.
These guys have turncoated, or not turncoated, but turned tail towards me. Retreat, because they have cowards. 6% is high, man. Now, you can get up to 10% if you want, but I'm not sure if I want that. Holy crap, 3 a.m. Okay, what's Gaul doing? They're still not attacking me. I don't want to sally forth because that gives them a nice advantage in a way. the Iberians have yet to attack, but they did turn another force towards me, which I dislike greatly. Town expands to Gesta, which is nice, and Mediolanium to Gesta finally expanded. It's going to become like nice port city known as Genoa in the future. To build this, losing some money here. Fruitful. Gourmand. Phew. Who ate all the pies? It must have been him. Stoic philosophy. Okay, don't care. Don't care. Governor's, but where? Here, perhaps? No. Governor's Villa has been completed. Massilia, that's where it has been completed. Excellent. I can build paved roads here. And the population is still not high enough to really recruit a lot of units. So it'll become a trade place again.
Your Honor.
Luco. It's a massive force. No idea what they're planning to do with it.
Sir!
Take this other mercenary. Come in handy. This guy has fled.
Victory!
Don't want to retain those guys, not worth it. Or if he does attack, I'm kind of screwed. However, Luco can attack for all he wants, and this guy can attack for all he wants. As long as these Iberians don't attack. They're not allied with the Gaul or anything, so don't know what they really want. I'm trying to go talk to them to form some kind of alliance, perhaps, but don't think it's going to happen, or at least play out the way I want it to. So we're heading on our way to Salona.
Ready to sail! Set
I'm going to
sail!
assault it
All ashore.
immediately because I have 4
Engage
melee
the
units
enemy.
and 2
Besieging settlements, sir.
ranged units and a general, which should be easy enough to turncoat these guys, which is probably about 1 peasant, 2 hoplite militia, and probably maybe a peltist, but more likely, I can't think of what it would be.
Do not fear these rebel slaves. On my order!
1 peasant, hoplite militia. Okay, yeah, they do have 2 units of peltists actually, but they're mercenary peltists. Looks like they're just gonna sit there too, which is bull crap. Oh, these are pirates. Yes. Pirates are dangerous. They do throw stuff. They have strong melee, but not a high defense for missiles, which is perhaps in my favor. So my goal is not to get in a fight here, but to pull out, do some casualties, charge back in them, give charge damage on them. They're light infantry, but they do have a heavy attack, and they're routing good. Did a little bit of damage there, not a lot, but still got it in. Worried about these peltists a little bit. They're similar to my my Hastati in a way, in that it almost feels like the Hastati were based off a heavy peltist design. So I wasted 1 unit's missiles in that assault. It's necessary, however. There's this guy here. You guys threw the missiles once. Have to throw it again. I have these guys come from this angle, which is not as good as this angle. I'll send them to this angle. This is a better angle. So I have to run over here. Take my general over here too. Because the hoplites will do a lot of damage if you get into a fight with them. But you want to missile them down as best you can. They're mobilizing. My guys will be in a tight boxy formation, which will be bad. So what I want my guys to do is be able to fire freely. Turn these guys this way. Turn these guys this way. It's gonna be all-out war here, and I'm hoping the hoplites will charge in here so I can hit them on the flanks. Unfortunately, my Velites aren't in any range, at least not at the moment. And these missile guys do have a lot more missiles than my men do. Just a bit unfortunate, but that's just... No, I want you guys over here. My guys have wasted all their ammunition, but they have shields up front, which will give them a decent bonus. And when these guys rush in, these guys should be able to fire. I move them within range, perhaps. How is this not in range? Oh, they're not fire at will, that's why. This should just annihilate them. Charge these guys out over here. I'm sure these guys are pretty tired. They're a little warmed up, but not tired. I want to bring my general in here too. We're fighting head-on against these hoplites is not the best thing I can do, but it's the only thing I can do to distract them at the moment. As I turn around, but turning your back to hoplites is retarded. I need these Velites to take shots, but too risky for all my men in here. But this should get them to rout soon, if anything. Just gonna go ahead and charge these guys in. Charge my general out over here. Distract them a bit. Enemy general lies dead. Starts a rout. Captain Antiochus. And I have victory. I could get more experience, but I'm just gonna end the battle now. To avoid any more casualties on my side. So let's go ahead and lost not too many, but almost 150 or so, 160 maybe, about a whole unit actually. If you look at it in terms like that, but yeah, turned out good for me. And I have pleased the Senate, I hope. Region is mine. Build roads, wall. Clearance and mines. In that order, but don't build the mines yet because I'm going to need money later on. How have I built some town watch? Not yet. Now I can build one of them, but games will be thrown. But when will they be thrown? Oh, they were held now in Armenium. Armenium. Tend to pronounce it wrong all the time. It's got an expedition. Build a watchtower here. Down here and build a watchtower. Get some Illyrian mercenaries if I want. They're a nice little missile unit. I have reunited my empire with a second border. It's almost actually on the same latitude in a way, because the latitude of Europe does kind of curve upwards with how the map is. So I'd say the further down, the further up it actually should be. So possibly on the same latitude even, which is interesting. But at the same time, I think it's closer to here. Not sure. I don't have latitude lines on here. I'm not sure how it all works out. The only thing is I'm worried about putting this guy in the city in case the city is besieged. Nothing to worry about with these guys. This army I have a good eye on already, but let's go see it in more depth. In the pink. He's good hit points. That guy will survive a battle, for sure. Lots of Scutarii, which are one of my favorite units in this game actually, because they're very similar to the Roman Hastati, but they're not Roman units. Along with the heavy peltists, they're one of the better medium type infantry units that you want. Not to hold your line, but attack the flanks. Very, very good units. Flexible units. I hope this guy doesn't die anytime soon. I could retrain units here? What the hell? Why? They have a barracks or something? They don't. I'm besieged. Do they have it? They still have the equipment. Oh, they have a lot of equipment now. Okay. They're attacking from everywhere at once. Which makes it easy on me, actually, in a way. In a way, it makes it a little bit easy on me. But at the same time, not so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then they have about 10 infantry units. Whew. Because I can hold off 4 of them with these guys. One of them with these 2 guys. Perhaps I can use my velites to hold them off, to get some casualties at least before they even open the door. And might be able to beat them in an infantry fight, but I wouldn't count on it. The cavalry will definitely be able to hold 1, perhaps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can hold off 10 of them, perhaps. Which is about what they got, so. Gotta be careful though, man. Gotta be careful. Really don't want him in such a risky position. Now what I want to know is I want to take this guy out of the city. Inefficient taxman. Probably do.
Orders.
Take everybody but these guys.
General.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're making 1 more as we speak. 1 more unit as we speak. The happiness is good enough for me, to be honest. Over here it's not looking quite as good. Because it's just advanced and they haven't had the bigger economic building yet. Which is what I'm looking for.
Ready.
So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to hold on to this Byron because it will be useful. I'm going to start building watchtowers along the area.
Orders.
Alright, so let's save here. Do my next turn and then I'll try to stop for the night because hour and a half is usually about as long as I can go with this game. I'm not sure why. That tends to be the base limit. Oh my god, I've been attacked, but from where? Okay, they've attacked the city. Excellent, excellent news to guys. Excellent news. We get a fight. And I just saved beforehand, so if it loses, I can quit and I can try again when I'm in a less sleepy state. I have next 2 days off, so I'm going to try to do some good videos. If I can.